everybody, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
And we're here to talk about their 10 favorite games of 2024. They're doing 10 games this year because they played 70-ish games. Ruby played, I think, 4 more games than Violet did.
Well, this isn't a competition, so.
Actually,
it might be.
Actually, I think you guys have played like 4 more games for 2024 since we've even made these lists. We're currently playing through, we played 2 last night, and so on. So there's a lot of games to go through. And these are their favorites, and we'll see what they are. I know what they are, but they don't know what each other's lists are. So, Ruby, what's your number 10?
I Heart Manatees.
I Heart Manatees. This is the only game in your list, I think, that Violet has not played.
Really?
Yeah, we played it. We played it with Jimmy a couple times.
I think there's another one, but I forgot.
Oh, that's true. There is another one on your list. We played this a couple times with Jimmy, and then we took it to the cousin's house and played it another time and stuff. This is a game in which you are building a manatee sanctuary. You'll be taking tiles, and where you take the tile from gives you an action that you can do by adding manatees, moving manatees. Why do you like it so much?
Honestly, I like how when you take the tile, you can also do the action from where you took that. It's very rare to have like a unique system of how you do your actions. I appreciate that. Also, I'm a little bit biased because manatees are my favorite animals.
I knew it.
I was going to say that. Do you know there's a manatee sanctuary up near where your sister lives?
Seriously?
Yeah, we should go there. Okay, next time we visit her.
Also, you suck at writing hearts.
What?
It looks like a triangle.
It's a heart. Okay, I'll draw a real human heart next time. All right, what's your number 10?
All right, my number 10 is Finding Finley. I really like those type of games where you just like search over something and like compare and contrast nodes. And I really like look, point, and find stuff games. I don't know.
But in this one, so this one's different than just finding things because you are actually using clues. Finley's not even on the board. He's like in the bathroom or underneath something, and you have to use clues to figure out where he's at.
I'm surprised. I thought you didn't like that game.
All right, well, there you go. Surprise.
You're just like,
number
where
1.
is this guy?
Finding Finley.
Frustration makes the best games.
Not really.
Really? Because this is going to come up later when her list. You watch. All right, what's your number 9?
Stickers.
Hey, we're already there. All right, so Stickers is a legacy game, actually, in which you are playing a card game, and you're putting stickers on the cards, changing the rules of the game. But it's actually a game, it's the first legacy game in a long time, where you can keep playing after it's done. We actually have it at our house, and we can still play the game.
It's also like, it's one of the few legacy games, I think, where it's like exclusively cards and like a few extra pieces. I don't know. I think most of the legacy games we play is like dungeon crawls and stuff like that. But it is really fun. Like, I don't think it's an amazing game, but it's a lot of fun to play.
We played it a lot.
Yeah. Unless like one of your players is super duper slow.
Jimmy.
Wow, you guys are so mean to your brother. All right, you see?
It's cute.
Oh, why don't you like it? Is it frustration? Is someone upset that they only won one game?
Shut up.
It's cute and fun. That's the gist of it.
All right, what's your number 9?
All right, my number 9 is Bomb Busted.
Bomb Busters.
Oh, Bomb Busters. Did I read that wrong?
Yes. Well,
My apologies, but your R looks like a dash.
all right, anyhow.
Anyway, I really like that game. I thought it was like really interesting. I really like strategy type games where you have to figure out where's the wire. It's just like it was like really interesting trying to figure out who's who, especially when you added more players. It made it more complicated, although it's not really helpful when one of your players doesn't know half the rules and makes terrible hints, but it's
Wait,
fine.
was that me or him? I
No,
forgot.
that was Mommy.
Oh.
Wow.
I really played
She
with
got
her.
into the game and understand it. Okay, yes. It's a really interesting deduction game.
I forgot she played with us.
All right, we played I played Bomb Busters a lot. It's one of my most played games this year. All right, what's your number 8?
The Morrison Game Company.
This is the other one you did not play.
Yeah.
This is an escape room style game in which you have a box of game pieces and you got to figure out how to get out of it.
I have to say, this is one of the few games where there's more story than game.
Yeah, the story, there's a lot of story.
I think they read it out loud, so there was just these long stretches of time where you just listen to this robot talk, and I was like, I'm actually kind of invested. It's one of the few stories that actually kept me interested.
I almost shed a tear.
Oh, you mean the one with the dog?
Not really. Doll?
No.
Dog.
Nope, no dog.
Really?
Anyways, the puzzles were really fun. I like it when there are like physical components involved.
Yeah.
I almost threw away the fake game catalog because I thought it was a real game catalog.
Yeah, you need that fake game catalog for a lot of things.
I was like staring at this. It's like, is this real or fake? I can't tell.
Oh, there you go. All right, Morrison Game Company, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is Divinus.
Okay, another legacy game. So you put stickers, you put Divinus. This is a legacy game with dice, and you're putting stickers on the dice, and you're putting... There's like so many stickers in this game.
That is
Yeah,
true.
but stickers and Divinus are two very different games. Don't.
Yeah, so in this game, you're rolling dice, claiming tiles, building something, and each game, you're going to win through doing different things, whatever the gods are arguing about.
I really like the art of this game, and I also like putting the stuff together. I like tile placing games a lot. Half the time. Anyway, if it's good, it's good. If it's fine, it's fine. Anyway, I like placing the tiles, and I like how every time you could like add stuff to the tiles. It just made each new game more interesting. I think the stories were okay. I just kind of wish there was more. I don't know.
Yeah, the stories weren't great in
Yeah,
that
I
game.
think the story was like the
I just wish
worst
there was
point of the
more
whole game.
like consequences to your actions. But overall, the game was fun. I really enjoyed playing it.
All right. Divinus, what's your number 7?
Spark Riders.
Spark Riders 3000.
You didn't write that,
Oh.
so that's not my fault.
There's a lot of blame being thrown around about my writing the cards for you. All right.
It's just straight up missing.
All right, fine.
Who knows? Maybe it's like
Spark
really
Riders
small.
3000 is a cooperative game in which you are all on a spaceship trying to accomplish a mission with pieces of the spaceship getting on fire, then blown up, and you're fixing them and getting guns and shooting at the enemies that are chasing you.
I find that I really like games that are centered around a spaceship that is falling apart. That is a very strange genre that I have encountered
So
many
Galaxy
times.
Trucker, that's true.
What was that one game where you like got the vacuum cleaner something? It was,
Oh, you're right. Oh,
I
what was
really
that
like
called?
that game.
Yeah, that was last year.
but yeah, it's really fun. The components are amazing. I really like games that typically have an app involved where like there's people showing up and stuff like that. It is very frustrating sometimes, but figuring out who goes where is a lot of fun. So,
All right. Spark Riders 3000. What's your number 7?
My number 7, this it seems like a pun. The Seventh Citadel.
The Seventh Citadel, like a tongue twister? Seventh Citadel. Seventh Citadel. Seventh Citadel is a sequel to Seventh Continent, which I don't think you guys ever played. I played that with your sister Melody. So it's been a long time between games. Seventh Citadel, another cooperative game where you're going out and just exploring and seeing what you find and rescuing people who then you have to carry the rest of the trip.
I like.
right, that game.
So you
I
only
just
recognize it from the carrying the lady. Anyway, I really like the game. I like the open world system. I think it was really cool and all the decisions you get to make. Like each decision like heavily impacts the story. It's just really interesting, and all the different routes you can go down is. I really like the exploring. It was just overall a really fun game. I also liked how you could choose to abandon somebody, though you probably shouldn't. But it was quite annoying that we shouldn't do that. Anyway.
It was a positive
This
thing.
is towards no one in particular.
Yeah, we rescued you, but at what cost? All right, what's your number 6?
Super Snipers.
All right, Super Snipers is a game in which you are using polyomino tiles, Tetris tiles, to slowly encircle your target and also get out the innocent people and then, well, snipe them.
I really like shooting board games, but
Like Bullet Heart?
yes.
So they're like half shooting, half puzzle?
Yeah, like where I don't know, I really like strategy games. It's very fun half the time. But I do remember enjoying it and that there was this one character who was called Gunhead, who had a gun for a head. I don't know. That
Is this
was
related to that guy who has a chainsaw head? Isn't there an anime with a guy
no, I
with a
haven't watched that. Violet told me not to.
Oh, okay.
Very disturbing.
All right, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Rumblebots.
All right, so Rumblebots is a game in which you're building a deck of cards and flipping over the top robot, and then that robot's now the champion. Then the next person has to attack them. Then the next person has to attack them, and you just keep going until someone is the last person. It's like War, but with a lot of special abilities.
War?
War is an old card game where you would just flip
Oh, I
over.
thought you meant actual war.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's all these robots, and you turn it over, and they have an attack value. And after you win, you turn it to the defense
remember
value.
I really like this game. I thought the art was pretty good, as well as like the fighting system. Like even if you did lose a battle, it wasn't like the end of the world. You could like, it was just a really interesting fighting mechanic where you just like switch turns and you keep going until eventually someone's able to win it all. And I just really like that, like passing around the winner. And even if you don't have many good cards left, as long as their defense sucks, you have a really high chance of winning.
And you can always do 3 critical hits too. Doesn't matter how high the number is. 3 critical hits takes them out.
Also, like gathering cards, although I wasn't really good at that. Ruby got the most cards. I probably should have planned better for that. But the game overall was really good. I really enjoyed it.
All right, 5.
All right. Skyrise.
So Skyrise is a reprint of an older game. This is one with all these beautiful skyscrapers here from Roxley Games, in which you are putting them out, and then someone has to put a higher skyscraper next to you, and then someone puts a higher one until everyone stops. And then the one that you land on, that's where you keep that skyscraper. And then you score points basically for where everything is at the end of the game.
Yeah, I had to look up a review to remember how to play this before we got in here. But it was a lot of fun. The board is gorgeous, along with the pieces. But bidding games are always really funny because it's like somebody puts out like a 17, the next is 74. Sure. The point system was really fun, I'd say.
Yeah, you definitely liked this more than I did. I like it fine, but you really liked it. It's definitely it's a weird game because you're not auctioning for the spot that you're on. You go to that and you say, I want this spot and then this spot. And sometimes if you get into a spot and nobody can go next to it, you automatically win it.
Yeah, I remember.
And also, like she said, great skyscrapers. So, what's your number 5?
SETI.
SETI, the search for extraterrestrials. This is the biggest game on anyone's list here, with a gazillion pieces as you search for alien life.
I like searching for alien life. I mean, and I didn't do much of that in the game. Clearly, you kept complaining that we weren't doing that. But
I didn't realize there were like actual aliens in the game until like 3/4 done.
Well, okay, sure, but
you did the entire working for the aliens portion.
And then we just like joined in last second, like, oh hey, look, we can get points by this.
I don't even remember who won.
Whatever. I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was like really interesting getting to move around the board, all the options you could choose and all the ways you could get points and the leveling up system. It was just like a really interesting game and all the choices you can make. And after a while, you eventually get used to it and then you realize how much you messed up in the beginning. But if you just replay it, you have a better understanding and then you can do much better in the next game.
I agree. All right, what's your number 4?
Ito.
What's your number 4?
Ito.
What?
Okay.
Look how that worked out.
It's a really fun party game. It's like, oh, you get this number and you get this category. And it's like, oh, the fluffiest thing or whatever. And if yours is 1, you would say...
A cactus.
I was a rock cactus on fire.
Yeah, this is such a fun party game. We don't keep a lot of games at our house because we live around the corner and we can come here to the library and get games.
Yeah, like it's almost always silly party games, which this is
one we kept.
Personally, it's my favorite whenever someone gets like a really low number and they're just trying to compete who can do worse in their options.
Or if it's like really, really high number and it's like best food and it's like pizza from heaven or something. Because you can literally come up with anything.
And so like has something
the hardest
higher.
Number possible, I think, is probably 60 or 40. Because, well, you need to come up with something slightly better than average or slightly worse than average.
You also you have to also know the people really well around the table because
well, you get to know them after you're done with the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Mame never gets it right. She always either highly exaggerates it or under exaggerates it.
Well, we did win a couple times. But yeah, a lot of fun.
It is surprisingly hard to win if the more players you have, I guess.
All right.
I mean, surprisingly, of course, it's harder to
anyways,
win more
wait,
players.
who goes next?
You are. You're number 3.
Okay. SETI.
Hey, another crossover. So this big giant game, you liked it more than Violet.
I like how probably because it was more recent, I remembered most of it.
Okay.
Despite the fact that I didn't know most of the rules until
most
of the game.
To be fair, there's a lot of rules in this game.
Is.
You're flying your probes around. You're landing on planets. You're
Like
searching for intelligence.
Another thing about the planet, I like how the board shifts. like you don't see where the board actively changes mid-game, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, exploring planets, getting points. I really like points-based games. I like a lot of games, except for the crappy ones.
Well, I'll tell you, when we went through this list of 70 games, you were like, no. It wasn't very hard. Although you weren't as stern as she was. She said no. Like, Ruby's first, we took 70 games, and she went down to like 25. Violet went down to 11 or 13 or something. It was really small.
I was like, I picked out the games that I thought were good or average. I guess you were just like, best games. Here we go. Because, I don't know, I have very strange taste. I wouldn't say it's like low, but I can really like a bad game, and that's the thing.
Yes, I know this. We played one last night. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3, Tidal Blades 2.
All right, so Tidal Blades 2, big dungeon crawl type game or adventure style game that you did not put on your list. I'm interested.
I didn't think
didn't?
I
I
knew
thought you
enough
loved-
about the game to
We
put it on.
played it like
All right, yeah, I
several
realized
times.
after making the list I probably should have put it on.
Oh, you don't
But-
have to. I just, okay.
Anyway, I really like the game. I think you guys definitely think it's more interesting than I do, but I think the story is interesting. I like all the
Oh, really?
characters.
Yeah, we know
And
how much
how
you love
the-
the story.
Especially the way you skipped half of it.
Oh my word! I actually explained it to me, so whatever. Anyway, I like all the characters and how they can level up based on what their character actually is in the story. Like you can choose 2 differing paths depending on how you want your character to develop. You can also go with both at the same time. I think all the character designs are really interesting. The fighting system as well.
The card system in it is just a great system.
I also
Oh,
really like
it's
the fruits and how we
fantastic.
collect them and just never use them.
No, you
guys-
turn them in for
You
items
guys,
later on.
Yeah.
you guys use me for healing too often. Stop relying on me.
Then don't
You're
be-
the healer!
I said don't be a healer then if that's not what you want. All right.
I need to stop picking complex characters when I know they're complex and I don't know how to play complex
You were
characters.
warned. All right.
It was an axolotl. How could I not?
Well, I also would have chosen that, but too bad you got to pick first. So
All right. What's your number 2?
Rumblebots. I
All
like
right.
this way more than you did, apparently. But it's a lot of fun. Like grabbing the robots and playing them fighting against each other, and like how it could turn around at any moment because someone's attack could be way different from their defense.
Yeah, because you might have a 9 attack and a 2
Also,
defense.
minor thing, I like how all of the names are puns. The only one I think I can remember on hand is Goliant and T-Bot. That was cute.
How's T-Bot a pun?
Teapot.
Oh,
Anyways.
got it.
Also, the designs were really cute. The fighting system is really fun. I don't know. I just like it.
All right. Number
my
2.
number 2, Agamonia.
All right. A huge adventure game, one of the biggest ones we played all year. Bigger than Tidal Blades even, where you went through and were you the one with 6 arms?
He had
4 arms? 4 arms? Oh, I'm so sorry. I remember how many arms. Agamonia is one where we went through and the village was being rained in. We rescued the people.
I had a lizard man.
And then you would pick your action each
Oh, yeah,
turn. Yeah.
I was the bird lady. I remember.
So I'm just assuming this is not on your list, considering you don't remember anything about this.
I remember
Anyway.
the story roughly.
I really like the story. I think it's interesting. I also like the characters in it as well. And especially the story as you read through it and you all go together and travel together. And in the leveling up system, I really like that, as well as the weapons. Again, I was really happy to learn that my guy with 4 arms had more carrying space for weapons than everyone else.
We almost missed it until I pointed out, oh, hey, you have 4 arms. You should have more weapons. Oh, you
I
do.
thought I pointed that out.
No, I did.
I think
Didn't I?
Didn't we both collectively point that out?
Okay, it wasn't me. All right. Agamonia. All right. What number 1s?
Okay.
Ruby.
Bomb Busters. I
Wow.
really liked this game.
Number
It's-
1.
I had a lot of fun playing it. I like logic games where and like how none of us knew what each other's were. I found it a lot of fun to play. What else was in the game? I mean, like it's a fairly simple game, so there isn't much to talk about other than like I don't know, making really stupid decisions. But it is fun. So
All right. And your number 1?
Super Snipers. I really like logic games like that, as like Red Ruby.
A
Clearly-
Logic Family.
maybe it would have been higher if I remembered more of how the game played.
Okay, I thought how you place the pieces were really interesting, and as well as the fact you get 3 rounds, a chance to like shoot the person down, it was just really cool. Like placing the pieces together. And I also really like the art. I thought it was really interesting, and I just really like gun type games.
Yes.
Clearly, since the last gun game that I was able
Me
to
and
play
Violet
was number
really
2 on my
like
list.
using fake guns.
All right, well, there you go, folks. That is Ruby and Violet's top 10 of 2024. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
See you next time. Hey, folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vasel.
Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting about the mic.
Bring it.
That is why
close.
you should have it closer to you.
Yeah.
Shut up.